And you see, even we call them killer headsmen. How many people did they kill? They only kill, sometimes some of them are on drugs. Some of them are on drugs. So that killing is not killing to, they want the money. So they're ready and they're comfortable. They can keep somebody as long as they are. Because they are in the bush, really in the bush. Getting there is very remote. They can keep somebody so they don't have, when they kill it must be accidental. Maybe somebody they took who is sick. But tell me who they have killed. How many? Few.
They've killed people.
No, they don't kill. If they kill, in the box they will kill people there. They want money from the people. They want, what do you call it?
They burn down houses. They've killed people.
This is another thing. That is the ethnic war. That's not banditry. Maybe if a nomadic man went to that village and he was killed or lynched, so they come in a group and ransack the village, not to steal, just to revenge. And this is their mode of defense, instilling fear. It's just like the honey. When you want to take its honey, the whole bunch of soldiers follow you. This is exactly, so that killing is not the stealing. You don't combine it with it's not because of, what do you call it, criminality. It's because of ethnic revenge. And they don't attack a village except that village did something to one of them. In fact, you will see that they will pass many villages and go to the one that they have problem and attack it. So this is the kind of killing, but I've told you it's a revenge.
It feels to some people like you're more sympathetic to the perpetrators of this evil than to the victims themselves. Well, how do you respond to that? Besides the thing...
I'll respond to that. You see, I'm a medical doctor. You see, when you have an emergency, you're only concerned about stopping the bleeding, not even the fractures and the other things.
You see, when I travel to a state, then the states give us logistics. You know, they accommodate us in a hotel and assist us with their police to escort us to a reasonable distance. Because there are some bandits, or I call them now militants, that don't allow police to near them. And there are some they don't care. You can go with the police and they are ready to talk. The bandits told us, when the military first came to fight the rustlers, because they are the first victims of them, they were happy. But when they came, they were killing everybody. Then they turned into now trying to protect themselves from the military incursions. Let me tell you, we have evidence. So now, I'm going to broker a peace with these people, and they know they are the victims of this military excesses.
We have Christians in Nigerian government. We have Christians in the military. We have Christians all over the place. And they are not persecuted. So how can we use that as an excuse to bring in a colonist into our country? I thought your education really makes some people to feel self-confidence. Well, what I understand now, and I'm so surprised, some people who are supposed to be educated, you find that they have this inferiority complex towards these white colonist people. Even if you want a foreign assistance, for goodness sake, and they say those who come to Equity should come with clean hands. You got somebody who has just some few days back have supported a genocide, which was condemned by all, meaning was condemned by the world itself. A genocide in Gaza. That same person, you're calling him to come and assist you in Nigeria. To everybody who wants peace to prevail in Nigeria, I'm just looking at the way how we can achieve peace without letting blood or bloodshed. That is my mission.
Why is the North and Northern leaders silent on the person of Sheikh Gumi and his activities and statements on bandits and banditry? Many years have passed since Sheikh Gumi began his statements and defense of bandits and questioning military operations against them. Communities have been terrorized, lives lost, and yet silence echoes. Not from the victims, not from the press, not from civil society, but from the very leaders who are expected to protect their people. Many northern governors, senators, and prominent political figures have not condemned him. No public statements, no calls for investigation, no arrests, just silence. Why? Is it fear of retaliation, a political calculation, or something more unsettling? A tacit acceptance of his influence. In this video, we investigate the silence of the North, a silence that is loud enough to speak volumes and ask questions no one dares to ask. Why are those who should lead staying silent? Sheikh Gumi is not just a cleric, he is a symbol. To some a mediator, to many an enabler. Over the years, he has positioned himself as the bridge between the Nigerian government and bandits, often making statements that shocked even seasoned politicians. Following the airstrikes targeting bandits camps, Gumi spoke against the military operation, questioning its legality and demanding government dialogue. His comments were widely criticized, yet the northern political establishment has remained unusually quiet. Banditry is no longer a localized problem. It is a national emergency. But Sheikh Gumi walks freely, and the silence of political leaders beg one question. Are they afraid of him, or do they agree with him? Fear is a powerful motivator in politics. Sheikh Gumi's influence over bandits, and by extension over northern communities, cannot be underestimated. Analysts suggest that some politicians may fear backlash from local constituents if they publicly condemn Gumi. Moreover, in a region where bandits groups wield guns and influence over voters, speaking against someone like Gumi could have dangerous consequences. Silence in this context is not just political, it is self-preservation. In northern Nigeria, taking a strong stance against influential figures like Gumi is politically risky. Leaders must balance public opinion, community pressure, and security realities. Could fear alone explain modes of inactions, or is there more beneath the surface? Politics, some analysts argue, may offer the clearest explanation. Sheikh Gumi is known to have connections with certain political actors. Supporting or at least tolerating him can be a strategic move. May weigh their next election cycles, the loyalties of their constituents, and the optics of taking action against a cleric whose public image resonates with some voters. In a political climate where votes matter more than morality, silence can be more profitable than confrontation. The question remains, are politicians protecting the people, or are they protecting their career and political interests? Some critics go further, suggesting that silence is not fear or political caution, but tactic support. Gumi has repeatedly justified banditry, calling for negotiations, and often defending bandits' actions as a response to government neglect. Could northern leaders share this perspective, or at least see Gumi's actions as aligned with their own agendas? The lack of condemnation, combined with Gumi's untouchable status, raised uncomfortable questions about complicity in the ongoing crisis of insecurity. In a nation where accountability is rare, Sheikh Gumi's freedom stands as a stark symbol of what many believed in an unspoken alliance between violence and politics. The silence of northern leaders on Sheikh Gumi is not just political, it is national. It sends a signal that violent actors can operate with impunity if they maintain influence and connection. For the citizens of the North, this inaction comes at a heavy cost: fear, displacement, and the daily threats of attack. For the nation, it challenges the very principle of justice and governance. The question remains, will Nigerian leaders at any level take a stand before the next tragedy, or will silence continue to embody those who bring fear to communities across the country? The story of Sheikh Ahmad Gumi is more than a story about one man. It is a story about accountability, courage, and the choices leaders make in the face of fear and power. If the government cannot act, then citizens, media, and civil society must amplify the call for justice. Silence is no longer an option. It is a threat to Nigeria's future. What do you think? Are northern leaders afraid? Are they calculating politically, or a secret support for Gumi? Comment below and share this video to spark a national conversation on this growing tragedy.